Hey everyone, so for today we will be expanding the library. I will ramble on about 2 walls that I ate, and I will go into further detail about the darkride plans for the library. So anyways, hope you liked the video and let's get started, shall we? So today we start off with expanding the library yet again because I think you guys have also noticed the pattern where I go full 180 on everything said in an earlier episode, or thought. Because in 2 episodes ago I said, let's not add too much gold because gold is expensive and wouldn't be used a lot in buildings. Last episode I want this library to be shiny and I want to add a lot more gold, and in the end it did turn out looking good, so. But then this episode I am expanding the library again with another entrance because 5 wasn't enough. However, the new thing is this is the only exit or entrance that is closed. Also, this is the only entrance which has a mural, because I wanted to tie the library a bit closer to Athena, who is like the goddess of wisdom. The best representation for Athena is a library. But then she's also the goddess of crafts, patron goddess of Athens, and of course goddess of war, because Greeks love war. Half of their history is war. Like, looking back on it, democracy and all those things they invented is actually a quite small thing compared to all the times they were at war. But anyway, for this entrance I wanted to make it like an entrance tied to Athena, and here I have to take like a bit artistic license, and I can't find like good murals that are like in the Greek style that aren't broken or in any way damaged, because I want the city to look like it's frozen in time, and it wouldn't really suit if like the mural on the Great Library is damaged. Like, they would fix that ASAP. So with the murals, some artistic license is there. But then again, there's artistic license spread throughout this entire park. Or artistic freedom or liberty. Just take the word that shoots. But in a way the extension was needed because, as I said in the last 2 episodes I think, I thought the building was large enough for a coaster. Not really, and the coaster wouldn't be visible that much, so I said, let's put a darkride in it. Then I remembered the darkride usually takes a lot more space than a coaster, because a coaster can be very, very compact, while a darkride needs to have a lot of scenes, which are quite well decorated and everything, and usually require a bit more space to do that. But off screen and probably in an extra video I will build the darkride, and I will have like, by now I have found a way to reduce the space that the darkride needs, just using like height instead of length or like ground space. Probably an extra video this week because I'm already building it, and this darkride I want to show you guys before it's finished, because I think it's good enough to have 1 secret project and not 2. Yeah. Also, I just really want to talk about the darkride. Like the secret project I can keep secret, this darkride I cannot, because I'm so happy to talk about it. Yeah. So many books. I would really want to place scrolls in there to make it a bit more accurate, but the space is tiny for those books. Like, those books fit, and if I want to make scrolls, first of all, I'm not good at using the Team Maker's Toolkit. Saying that, I haven't used it ever, but I don't have the patience to do these kinds of things because I'm a squirrel. Oh my god. My nemesis, this wall. To elaborate on that, this wall and actually the back wall in height are off by 0.25 meters compared to the front wall. And you already saw that there are already bookcases connected to this wall. And I could either take the long route of selecting the entire wall and then deselecting every book and bookcase and all the other things connected to the wall, or the short route, and that's deleting almost a complete wall with the bookcases and everything, and then redo the wall completely. My squirrel brain of course chose the latter, but in a way it helped because there's a lot of repetition in the wall, and completely redoing the wall forced me to think about that. Also this back wall is off by 0.25 meters. Yeah. Also, to go back on what I was talking about before my rage of those walls took over, is it shows that I don't have a lot of patience. I don't have a lot of patience to put into the Team Maker's Toolkit. So, yeah. There is this treasure map, but then again, this is also a bit taller or too big to use. So, for now, unless I find something different or find a way to make it look like scrolls, they will be books. Yeah. Then there is still a bit of repetition in the wall. Like this is a new, well, the read-on way. Actually, I didn't film redoing the wall. I filmed building a tower, which I don't know if you can call it a tower if it's only one story taller than the rest of the building, but I call it a tower. Which again, there are the elements of the main walls, but yes, you know, a little bit of difference. And I actually, looking back on it, I don't know what kind of function this tower would have. Again, don't know if I can call it a tower, but I'm going to keep saying it's a tower. Say it hard enough and eventually you will start believing it. But maybe it's like, because the Greeks were also a bit into astrology, this would be like the entrance to the roof to, well, view the stars and everything. But you could also do that on the Acropolis, because the Acropolis is almost as, well, same height as this building almost. Yeah. So I really don't know what the function of this tower would be. It's just nice and pretty. And of course I couldn't keep from expanding the library. Yeah. So quick little recap. Darkride is coming and will probably be in extra unscheduled videos, because I can't keep silent on that. I want to talk about it. I kept expanding the library, which I probably will still do. And then rage fueling walls so far. I've never been as angry at myself when I found out that that wall was off by 0.25 meters. Also, just a little stage for public speaking, so Greeks love war, but they also love to speak. Fathers of the democracy, so give them space for that. At first I thought of making this into a shrine, but nah. Let's give those men a place to speak, because sadly only men could vote or make decisions. fathers of the partial democracy. Just finishing up the tower and then trying to, yeah, put way too much effort into a single doorway into this tower that still I don't know what the function of it is. But it looks pretty. That's the only thing I can say about it. It looks pretty. It's, if it was built, it was probably like a vanity thing. You know, it doesn't have any function, but it looks pretty. Be impressed by it. Is basically what that tower is. This doorway. Why did I spend so long on this doorway? Like, it's not going to be really visible. It's completely at the back of the building. In the right, you won't see it because there is a flat right. That's the round thing that's poking out of the roof, or the partial roof. Second floor. Yeah, and then finally rebuilding the back wall, spending a lot of time making sure that it isn't off by 0.25 meters. Then here I did build shrines to 4 goddesses. From the left to the right, it's first Artemis, goddess of the hunt and the wilds. Then there is Demeter, goddess of the harvest. Then Hebe, if I'm saying it correctly, which is the goddess of youth, maybe even immortality. And then you have the goddess Athena, obvious, goddess of wisdom, really connected to the library. Don't know what the connection of the other goddesses is. Now you can say you're always hunting for knowledge, you're always harvesting knowledge, and knowledge is eternal or immortal. Almost. That's really a stretch, but yeah. I did try to make these shrines like more connected to the goddesses than just having their picture or mural. So with the Demeter, goddess of harvest, I tried to add food and everything to the shrine. Hebe was, well, she gave like immortality in some cases, or just youth by ambrosia, which is like the drink of the gods. So try to include that. Athena tried to, well, I added books and tried to add an owl because that was like her common or really known attribute, but we didn't, well, I didn't have an owl, so she has a parrot. Yeah. And then with Artemis I just added a lot of vines and all, because she's the goddess of the wilds, or basically just a hunt. And then I added a flamingo because I don't really have found any wild animals like deer, stags, boars, bears. So a flamingo has to do. Also, this back wall is in severe pressure of being hidden by the darkride. But anyways, the video is coming to a close. Hope you liked the video. If you do, please smash that subscribe button to be notified when I post a new video. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye bye.